Mercedes-Benz offers its full sedan range in India, the A-Class, the C-Class, the E and the S, and if you put all these together you get aces. But you need a flagship. Everybody needs a flagship, and this is the Mercedes-Benz flagship. That behind me, ladies and gentlemen, is the new Mercedes-Maybach, and you can get it in India in both the engine options, the S580, which is actually assembled somewhere there in the Mercedes-Benz factory and is priced at 2.5 crores, or you can get the big daddy of them all, the 680, and there's a 6 in that number. That means it's a V12, and that is priced at 3.2 crores ex-showroom, and those prices are before you start speccing stuff up on your new ultra luxury limousine. So let's take a closer look. What are the little quirks and tricks that the Maybach has? Now, to actually ensure that you don't confuse the two with each other, the Maybach actually gives you a much, how do I put it? A much more ostentatious grille, a much more luxurious grille, a lot more chrome than the standard S-Class gives you there. And of course, it's a little vertical, so it's like the Pan Americana grills you get on the AMGs, but this of course is a more luxurious Pan Americana grill. Imagine doing the Pan Americana rally with champagne and caviar. That's what this is. Of course, you get a lot more chrome in general, and you get these little grills also that are metallic, which you can option out in this sort of high gloss version, and you get a little chrome trim or garnish piece across the bonnet. Very old school, isn't it? Like almost like the bonnets of the older Maybachs from the 30s that used to open in the center. Of course, this opens normally like a normal bonnet does, but that's sort of a hark back. Moving on to the side, you of course have these beautiful chrome pieces everywhere that you can actually lick off. It's that clean and that cool looking, and you get a set of 19-inch monoblock alloy wheels. Or you can be smart and not be lazy and option yourself out with a set of 20-inch wheels, because if you don't do that, I will hunt you down. Because if you get a Maybach on those 19s, that's a big no-no. Now, the other feature you also get is this double M badge, which is of course also present in the W222 generation Maybach, or was it the Z222? There's a different code to these Maybachs, but the 222 generation, which is the one before this. But this tells everybody that this is not a normal S and it's a Maybach, although on the front and on the back you still get a Mercedes logo, but a lot of actual owners do swap them out for the Maybach stand-up logos and the logo on the boot lid here. Overall though, I mean, it is an S-Class, which is more opulent, more luxurious, but it's not the outside that really matters. It's the inside, which is absolutely crazy. So you've gone and bought yourself a Maybach, have you? You can't be expected to do plebeian activities like close your own door, which is why gesture control to shut the door, and if you want to actually open it, you can use the handle, but again, that's too normal. So you can press this button here and the doors open, and you can actually pull the button back for the doors to shut. Solutions for a problem that don't really exist, but in a car like this, it's good to have all these additional features thrown in for the sake of being cool, isn't it? Of course, it is at the end of the day a Maybach, and this is the 580, so it has the bench seat option. The 680 gives you the option of those beautifully crafted single butt seats like you would get in a business class cabin or in a private jet. But again, as I mentioned, everything is top notch. You get real Napa leather everywhere, and this is a bit of a boring beige safe spec. I would spec it out in a more vibrant color, a red, a dark brown, a caramel or something like that. And of course you have trim options as well. So this is almost like a carbon fiber trim. Doesn't really do it for a Maybach, does it? I would get a nice dark wood trim instead. But there is a lot more to be talked about. I don't think right now is the right time to do it. You know what? We'll talk about this car in a lot more detail when we actually get to drive it on the road. And maybe, just maybe, I think it warrants a bit of a luxury road trip. What do you think? And what do you think about this car? at the price point that it is it a bit of a bargain? Because when the normal S-Class was launched, the CBU version, about 8 months, 10 months ago, that was 2.3 crores. The 580 Maybach is just 2.5. That makes it a bit of a bargain, doesn't it? And if you compare the bigger daddy, the V12, all in with specs and stuff like that, with customization options, that comes up to about, say, 4 crores on road. A Bentley, on the other hand, the Flying Spur, somewhat around starts ex-showroom at about 4 crore rupees, and that's without even speccing in. And of course, the Ghost is a lot more expensive. So in that case, this is a bit of a bargain of the year, isn't it? Well, that said, let me know what you think about the Maybach and if you would have it or its rivals. And as always, remember, subscribe, hit the bell icon to stay updated, and we will see you in a video very soon, road tripping this little car to somewhere special. I promise you that. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.